because we're doing that video, and if we leave redeems on, it'll be disruptive. Oh, Daryl, thanks for the gifted. Let's test to make sure. Ah! Doesn't work. Don't burn your points, fools. Alright, let's put this together. Battle groups. Trail. Ba.
A full array. A full array.
Is to provide bonuses.
Hey,
Crusader
groups in the dare and
see that in the
Guys. Please. Nerds. Relax. I've decided, I think we're just gonna do these actually, because the showdowns is just gonna be too much. I don't think we're gonna do these. I think we're just gonna go through these. What, you guys don't actually want me to go through those and watch those videos back in real time and like really? Like nobody wants that, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Let me see. I don't think we're gonna look at these showcases or showdown. Maybe this one. Maybe just one.
what's going on?
We're waving. We're trying to
Okay.
wave.
My name is John.
Blah 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 blah. Okay. What's the plan? I mean, I was just gonna do some commentary on these. That was really the main thing. That was the main thing. And then, oh, actually, also, lest I forget, I was gonna bring up the, that's right, I was gonna bring up the screenshots. The trees, the tech trees. Last one. Oh, I missed the free. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. A tier list pre-patch? Why the fuck would I do a tier list when it's gonna be literally out of date tomorrow? Why why would I do a tier list that's gonna be immediately out of date? Oh, just for the new BGs? But we haven't played them. How can I know how good they are? You know who should have done one of those was Shark, dude. It's speculation. Okay. I see. Okay. I fair. Speculation can be fun. But I don't know if I would put them in a tier list because, like, one, there's only 4, so hard to make a tier list with. 2, I feel like I could just accomplish the same. You don't think there's enough info? I mean, dude, he was only allowed to talk about it for 2 minutes. Like, you can only fit in so much in that situation, right? Basically. It's not a major update for Relic. I don't really understand how that is the case according to the roadmap, to be honest. Considering this has a bunch of content and the last patch did not, I don't really understand how last patch was a major update and this one's not. That's pretty weird to me. That is pretty weird to me. Okay. We're just gonna get into it. Just gonna get into it. Right? Okay. Bum 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 bum. They stop syncing updates and new content? Yeah, they do need the sweet cash. What's up, nerds? It's Havoc. I know I'm late to the party, but I thought today we'd just go through the new battle group showcases as well as the tech trees and talk about what we're anticipating in the update tomorrow. Dare and Destroy. Top memes from Relic. So we're gonna do a little bit of speculating of like what we expect to come, the different power levels of the new battle groups, things that I'm most excited about. And then shortly after release, once we get some games in, I'll probably do another list for you guys. So with that, we're going to start with the free French.
Welcome, Commander. Featured in the Dare and Destroy Battle Group Pack are battle groups for every army. Among them is the free French battle group for the US forces.
French
France
rifles
may have fallen, but its spirit never surrendered. A new army of liberation has rallied, and they are ready to resist.
we need a special shout out for whoever is putting together the gameplay backdrop for all of these overviews, because damn, they're so good compared to how they were even just a few patches ago. They're so good.
Deploy French rifle sections equipped with MAS-36 rifles to the battle zone. In addition to their
US
standard
infantry
equipment,
section?
French rifle sections have access to the F1 grenade and Châteauroux light machine gun. French infantry thrive
Another
in
fire on the
defensive
move
positions,
machine gun feels
but
good.
can rapidly reposition if given the
Sounds
order.
like a Bren gun here.
French rifle sections can be outfitted with engineering kits, enabling them to construct basic field defenses and lay M1936 landmines to secure key sectors. Choose between two.
No snares? Can't tell if they can repair vehicles or not, but so far, pretty interesting unit, like a combat engineer hybrid.
Doctrines. New Blood grants squads access to an additional Châteauroux light machine gun and a surplus of grenades for a more aggressive offense. Old Guard provides all mainline infantry squads with access to the M1919 machine gun and greater damage reduction on retreat.
Provides all infantry squads with an M1919 machine gun and greater damage reduction on retreat. I don't know if that's a meme or if that's like an actual feature, but if it's greater damage reduction on retreat, man, they're probably going to be pretty hard to wipe. And also the fact that it gives them to every infantry unit, including, I'm assuming it means it's including US riflemen. That could be pretty interesting, like having 1919s on standard riflemen as opposed to, not just like these guys seem interesting too, but the fact that that will be an option for US riflemen as well seems pretty interesting.
Compel a squad into defiance, drastically increasing their rate of fire and survivability.
Good, another button.
When every instinct screams to run, defiance is what keeps the guns facing forward. Mark the coordinates and clear the area for railway artillery. Firing 3 colossal shells that will hammer the area with overwhelming force.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed at the VFX for this railway artillery. For as strong as it looks,
nothing survives. Enemy infantry, armor.
I guess that's pretty big. I don't know. I feel like there's something about it that seems like not enormous, even though it is. Maybe it's the sound that feels off. But either way, it looks really powerful. It doesn't have... Oh, that's a good point. That's a good call out. Doesn't have the screeching sound and the screen shake. I think that's what it is. Because in Code 2, the railway artillery, like, oh my gosh, it shatters your ears and your eyes at the same time. It's magical. And this doesn't really seem to have that effect.
Armor.
Jeez.
And fortifications.
That is a pretty big explosion, to be fair.
Completely obliterated. Maginot Line enables the construction of the Tourelle, a defensive turret equipped with a 75mm anti-tank gun.
Oh. AT
Tourelles can be
emplacements, okay.
upgraded to become forward medical points, healing
That'll be good
and
for team
collecting
games.
casualties to return manpower, or as forward retreat points, with reinforcements arriving through the underground lines.
Huh.
Unlocking the Maginot Line trains many infantry squads in the construction of fighting pits, concrete bastions, and Belgian gates.
So the bastions look like big giga sandbags, if I'm looking at these correctly. And then Belgian gates, what? They're like a bigger tank trap? I think we saw in a showcase video that they did later that these can actually be built together to form walls, which are also blocking the movement of infantry, which honestly seem like it's going to be a huge nuisance, except for the Siege Breaker battle group, but I'm not going to spoil it. We'll talk about why. That one.
The concrete bastion provides tougher, longer-lasting cover than sandbags, allowing infantry to hold exposed positions with...
It It looks like these guys are getting some kind of bonus as they're going into cover position, maybe similar as like the coastal squads for the Wehrmacht, which honestly wouldn't surprise me. They kind of seem to be the same flavor, which is interesting for US because like that really, it's kind of contrary to the majority of the rest of their roster. So it's kind of cool to have something that augments their playstyle pretty significantly to be more defensive.
Confidence. Whilst the Belgian gates restrict infantry and medium vehicle movement, letting you lock down key approaches.
See, that's what I loved. Like, whoever made these little set-piece battles, like, so brilliant. Like, he put a demo charge on this side of the wall with an AT gun. He blew up the wall as the P4 drove in. And now he's got the AT gun shooting at the P4.
Create a perimeter of mines around a sector point with Zone Rouge. Force your enemies to approach every territory with caution. The first mine they trigger will plant the notion that any sector could be mined.
That seems really busted in 1v1s. Depending on how much munitions it costs, you're talking about an ability that plants mines for whatever the cost is. I'm assuming it's not free. If it's free, then we're in big trouble. Probably not free. But yeah, having mines that can plant themselves automatically is pretty strong for locking down a critical location, especially in a small game where it's not going to be super easy to get a sweeper to that position without getting pushed off by other infantry or other units dealing a lot of damage to it. So that should be interesting. It seems like it's going to be pretty strong.
Select a sector to initiate boundary lockdown.
Don't know what to think with the warning on the mines.
Area gain a significant boost to
I
construction
heard that those
speed,
signs only appear
fortification and defensive setup.
After you've detected them.
Only one sector can be locked down at a time. Whilst active, any infantry or defensive structure within the zone prevents
These
enemy
icons
forces
look different
from
and the sound
capturing
is
sector.
different.
Advanced Tyrells unlock 2 additional upgrades. Upgrade the main gun to use heat rounds for increased penetration.
Doing good damage to the Grenadier too.
Or install equipment to call down defensive artillery. Activate the ability and enemies who attack the Tyrell will automatically be targeted by off-map artillery.
It's so pathetic, dude. It's like a little mortar. Now, I actually saw in the showcase that when you activate that ability, units that fire at it from any range. So this is including like if there's mortars that are shooting at the Tyrell. If the ability is active, the counter barrage will target them also. So it's not just around the Tyrell, it's anything that attacks it from anywhere.
The Char B1 heavy battle tank, armed with a 75mm hull-mounted gun for blasting infantry and structures, and a turreted 47mm gun for anti-armor work. Break through enemy lines using the Char B1's thick armor to shrug off incoming enemy fire.
So this reminds me of, it looks like kind of like a Matilda Grant hybrid, which is nice because it fills a unique gap in the US roster whereby like the bulldozer is great for anti-infantry but virtually worthless against vehicles. So this will give you great bang for your buck in terms of a heavy tank option that doesn't currently fall inside. Like, there's no variation of this inside the US roster. So that's pretty interesting.
1. The crew can fire the rupturing round, weakening enemy armor so they take additional...
Dude, they just came in here and two-tapped the Tiger after that ability. Seems a little bit strong. I don't know about that, but okay.
Damage from follow-up attacks. Liberate and fortify sectors by commanding the Free French Battle Group. Drive the enemy out with an armored advance or railway artillery. Then lock down reclaimed positions so it can never fall again. For more information, check out companyofheroes.com and the Steam store page.
Really interesting. So I've got actually the tech tree here. I'm gonna pull it up. It's the doc. Here we go. So here's the tech tree for the Free French. We've got French rifle section, New Blood, and Old Guard. They talked about, okay, so basically Old Guard gives you the 1919 and damage reduction on retreat. New Blood gives you the assault grenades and this French LMG. I forget what it's called, model something, maybe Model 30, I think it was. Both of these seem like decent options. This one actually looks more interesting to me within the context of the existing strength of riflemen. Like, again, probably okay to use with the French rifle sections, but it actually makes me think that riflemen themselves are going to be much more viable when you have assault grenades and a free LMG. It means that, like, you don't necessarily have to pay for bars to make them scale, which could be really strong. Can't really tell the difference between these abilities. This one seems to be more favorable for like team games. Obviously, like off maps are pretty important in team games, but I don't know how strong this ability is. So if this ability is like Giga strong, then it might be more like Railway Artillery seems better for team games. Defiance seems better for 1v1s. It could also be kind of similar when you look at the choice between Old Guard and New Blood. Like, Old Guard kind of plays more into the strengths of like creating a defensive bastion, which you will do more often in a team game setting. Whereas like in 1v1s, you're pretty frequently going to be on the move. And you're going to want like the assault grenades to win engagements quickly so you can take territory. So this might be the more popular choice for 1v1s. And I have to imagine the 1919 is better at long range than this one is. So I'm imagining that like this is going to look more like what the team game choices are, and this will be more the smaller team games of the 1v1 choices. But really excited to see Railway Artillery make a return. I do feel like it was kind of missing something. I don't know, just something seemed off about it. It did, I guess, have like that big boom VFX. Maybe it was the sound effects that wasn't really giving me that sense. But anyway, good to see it make a return either way. Then we've got Zone Rouge and Boundary Lockdown. Again, this strikes me as the more team game oriented choice because you're going to want to be able to secure territory consistently. And Zone Rouge, probably more effective choice for small team games or 1v1s because it's going to give you better control of individual territory points that you're trying to secure and lock down without having to dedicate troops to it necessarily, whereas this you have to, right? Then you have the Tyrells, which give you the bastions, the gates, and the Maginot Line, which gives you the Tyrells, the bastions, and the gates. The Tyrells seemed okay. They did pretty good damage to the infantry. Decent damage to the vehicles as far as we can tell. One of the things that is kind of standing out to me is having a mainline replacement now means that you can go French rifle section into weapon support center opener, and that you can play in the early game with machine guns, bazookas, and Tyrells could really well help you transition into a fast tier 4 build because they have, you know, more defensive anti-tank capabilities, 360-degree traverse, which would allow you to play nice and defensively behind something like a gun motor carriage or a quad. Even if you're trying to, you know, get a little more offensive anti-infantry power, a quad could also be really good. But really good synergy with like a weapon support center into a fast tier 4 is what I'm seeing from this build. And then this looks to me like it's going to be preference. I'm probably leaning more towards the Char B1 just because I'm a more aggressive player. It'd be nice to have something that can kind of double as a anti-vehicle, you know, mild anti-vehicle, but anti-infantry heavy, and just will soak a lot of damage and punishment. That's not the bulldozer because it gives you a little bit of both capabilities. And then advanced Tyrells, I mean, you've got the, I'm assuming it's the counter barrage ability, and then just makes the Tyrells themselves even better, as well as upgradable. So probably a better choice for more defensive players, again, in a team game context. So really interesting battle group. This is kind of this is a new style for US that's more defensive oriented, which is cool. We haven't really seen a lot of that so far. So I'm excited to get my hands on them and try them out. In terms of relative power, I mean, it's really hard to say. It's going to depend a lot on like how cheap are these abilities? How strong is the Char? How strong are these upgrades for infantry is probably going to dictate how good this battle group stacks up compared to the other ones. But it should open up some new possibilities for interesting builds, which I'm always a huge fan. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. Looking forward to that. All right, let's go to the next one. Elite Forces. This is the new DAC battle group.
Welcome, Commander. Featured in the Dare and Destroy Battle Group pack are battle groups for every army. Among them is the Elite Forces battle group for the Africa Corps.
This looks super cool, dude. I love to see skirts as an upgrade option for DAC. I've been wanting this for a long time.
Battle hardened, armed with the finest equipment, and supported by every asset the Africa
There's
Corps
our
can
sweet
muster.
prince, the Tiger
The Elite
Ace.
Forces are the ones High Command trust above all. Panzer Grenadiers are provided with the Skirmisher package. This package contains scoped Kar 98K rifles, rifle grenades, and the tools to capture territory faster. Wow.
This is huge. So, probably going to be a cheaper upgrade than the MG34. If it functions like the other scoped rifles in the game, it's also going to provide combat bonuses against units in cover, access to rifle grenades, and increases territory capture speed. Like, Panzer Grenadiers are going to be cooking with these kits, if that's the case. And rifle grenades is just like chef's kiss on top of all of that, because generally the weakest part of the Panzer Grenadier was like their long range and their crowd control, and this completely just like turns that around for them. Between the access to rifle grenades and the scoped rifles, like they're going to be way more effective at trading with infantry sections, especially at long range. And again, if they're getting that cover to cover accuracy bonus that scoped rifles typically provide, then this is going to be like probably the best upgrade option for Panzer Grenadiers. And I'm going to assume, I could be wrong, but I'm going to assume it's going to be cheaper than an MG34. So cool, very cool.
Order a surplus of medical supplies to distribute to infantry
Someone
squads
semi-leaked
and
it. It's 60
teams.
Muni 1 CP. Good
All
to know.
infantry are given first aid training, allowing them to heal whilst out of combat and retrieve wounded soldiers from the battlefield, earning experience and recovering manpower.
What? Say that again. Just the way you said it.
Order a surplus of medical supplies to distribute to infantry squads and weapon teams. All infantry are given first aid training, allowing them to heal whilst out of combat and retrieve wounded soldiers from the battlefield, earning experience and recovering manpower.
That sounds incredibly broken. If that's exactly what he just described, like the ability for infantry to globally heal out of combat and then recover casualties for experience and manpower, that's like the most snowbally set of mechanics rolled into one ability that I've ever heard. So I'm a little concerned about this. Like, is it going to be powerful? Sure, sounds like it. Is it going to break the balance? Probably. So I'm hoping that it's not exactly as it's being described here, because what I'm imagining is I win an engagement where I drop no... Let's say this engagement, right? My opponent retreats, he drops a couple more models. Maybe I don't drop any, or I drop one or two, okay? That means when I go into the next engagement, I have full health on all my guys. I've collected experience, not just from the units I killed, but from the casualties that I collect. Now, it actually might be from my own troops. That would make a little bit more sense, actually. So if I do drop guys, I'm collecting casualties for them, which is going to recover manpower, so it's going to mitigate the losses that I took. I'm healing out of combat, and I'm catapulting my veterancy by collecting the casualties as well. Tell me how you are supposed to play against this. Because it's like, if you lose an engagement, this is basically the win more ability, which I find pretty concerning. So I hope it's not what they're describing, but I mean, he just spelled it out for us. So I'm a little worried about that.
Inspire a unit to rapidly decapture enemy sectors. Whilst the ability is active, the unit is better able to avoid incoming enemy fire. When the unit decaptures a sector, they will earn bonus experience points, and the defensive bonus swaps to an offensive one, increasing their rate of fire instead.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. And it doesn't seem incredibly broken. So they get experience for capturing a point that I'm assuming you use this on an enemy point first. You neutralize it more quickly. It gives you a buff as you're attacking the position. And then if you successfully capture it, then it becomes a forward momentum ability, allowing you to turn your defensive bonuses into offensive bonuses to try to snowball the attack. That's pretty cool. That like seems pretty good. It's probably going to be balanced based on, or whether or not it's going to be balanced is going to be decided by how much it costs to use. Hopefully it's a little more expensive. I'm thinking like more than 40 munitions, because if it's less, then depending on how many infantry units it applies to, like if I have a big Giga Blob here, do they all get the bonus? Because that would be a little concerning, especially if it's a cheap ability. And then what's the cooldown on it? Like, can I just snowball it from one point to the next? That would also be a little concerning. But seems strong.
Deploy an aerial spotter for any friendly vehicle. With a Stuka pilot circling above, that vehicle gains clear, unobstructed vision of the surrounding area.
Oh, cool. It's got it's got non-true sight. Like it can see through walls, through sight blockers because of the reconnaissance ability.
With this level of awareness, the vehicle gains increased precision and range.
Precision, I'm assuming, means accuracy and or maybe scatter accuracy. I'm also noticing that this is being used on a teammate's vehicle, which Relic has been doing this more recently, and I'm actually a huge fan. Vengeance can also be used on team. I'm sure there's other abilities. That's the first one I thought of. But the fact that you can use abilities on your teammates, I really like. I think that's a really, really nice idea. And it looks like it gets increased attack range, as well as when it says precision, I don't know if he means accuracy, scatter accuracy, or both. Either way, seems like a good bonus. It's also coming in the form of an aircraft. It's an aerial recon ability, which means it can be countered and shot down. So this is like, to me, this is like textbook, like how abilities should be made. There is clear bonuses, there's a cost, but there's also counterplay for the opponent that can mitigate some of the bonuses that the ability gives. I like this a lot. This seems really cool. The vision doesn't seem totally egregious, and the bonuses themselves don't seem crazy strong either. So overall, it seems like a good ability. I'm happy about this one.
Call in the Ace Squadron, a veteran strike wing that grows deadlier with every deployment. The squadron...
Oh my god! Holy shit! Look how much damage he did to the Tommy!
A veteran strike wing that grows deadlier with every deployment.
Okay. I don't really like the VFX on this ability.
A veteran strike wing that grows deadlier with every deployment.
Like, the Stuka strike from Italian Combined Arms is really visually, like, it's quite a show. It gives you bullet impacts on the ground, there's crazy kicking up of dust, and it does a bunch of damage, which is, to me, that's like the most interesting and the best created strafe ability in the game, is the Ju-87 strafe inside the Italian Combined Arms battle group. This one doesn't, like, this looks harder to read. Like, I can barely see the impacts and the tracers of the cannon. It's just like, my guys are taking a boatload of damage.
grows deadlier with every deployment. The squadron...
I'm assuming those explosions were from the ammo crates that it was... Yeah, it was from the ammo crates that it was shooting. But, like, I'm not really getting a lot of visual clarity from this ability.
Grows deadlier with every deployment. The squadron ranks up as you call them in, gaining additional wingmen to increase the lethality of their autocannon strafing run.
Okay.
Call them in, clear a path, and turn a lone
it
wingman
just kills
into a disciplined
everything.
strike wing. The command...
I mean, I like the idea of a ramping strength ability, like an ability that gets better as you use it. I wonder if the cost will also change to compensate for the increased effectiveness of the ability. But it's cool. I like strafes. I don't like loiters. I've said this before. I've said this a lot. I like strafes because they're skill expressive. Loiters are just like you press the button and the game plays itself. You know what I mean? The strafe you have to be more intentional with. So I'm happy to see another strafe ability. It does seem kind of strong though, and to me, there's not quite enough visual clarity in the ability to indicate how much damage it actually does. It would have been nice to see it have VFX that are more similar to like the Ju-87 strafe that already exists.
8-Rad brings a full array of battlefield abilities to the front. The command 8-Rad can capture territory, call down light artillery on key positions, coordinate nearby allied forces to boost their rate of fire.
Yo, he called artillery on this AT gun, and not a single shell actually landed on the AT gun. That's pretty...
Grant experience bonuses to nearby units, and mark enemy vehicles, ensuring your forces hit with precision.
Wow. Okay, so it's a unit with a whole bunch of abilities and doesn't seem to have a gun on it, if I'm seeing this correctly. Oh. The
Commander
machine gun
can capture territory.
No. Doesn't seem to have any weapons.
Light artillery on key positions. Coordinate nearby allied forces to
so
boost
he gives
their
buffs.
rate of fire.
He
Grant
feeds
experience bonuses to nearby units, and mark enemy vehicles, ensuring your forces hit.
Okay, so it's like a true support unit. That's pretty cool.
With precision.
That's pretty cool.
Field modifications enable light vehicles to deploy mines.
I hate this.
From motorcycles to Marder 3s. Lock down territory and force the enemy to tread more carefully.
I mean, cool ability, but like, I hate that. Like, how are you gonna know if that's coming? I guess it depends on when it shows up in the tech tree, but that strikes me as something that could be super annoying if it's available early on in the battle group. Like 0 CP. If you can get a 0 CP, then you're never gonna know which bike is gonna be able to plant mines and which one can't. So I'm hoping that comes a little bit later. Maybe then it'd be a little bit less cheesy. But man, there's so many mine-laying units in the game, like it just seems a little
also
excessive.
allow medium vehicles to mount side skirts.
I love that.
This extra layer of armor significantly increases the protection of the vehicle against flanking shots. Turn a direct hit into a ricochet, and then return fire. Long War Veterans allows you to upgrade your vehicle crews with specialized training for a small manpower investment. This increases their overall combat proficiency and accelerates their experience gain.
Another great set-piece battle.
By fielding Long War Veterans, your vehicle crews will unlock their Vet 1 abilities significantly faster.
Okay, so it's basically just a
With crack armor
/XP
upgrades,
bonus.
you can swap guns on your Panzer IIIs and Stugs. Panzer IIIL can refit its main gun, becoming...
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's actually really freaking cool. So I can swap my stubby Stugs into real, like, Stug Gs, and my P3 can be converted into a short barrel And what
3s and
what is this, like a
Stugs.
command
Panzer
P4 gun?
IIIL
Like,
can
how does that
refit
work?
its main gun, becoming the Panzer IIIM. It fires a high explosive round designed for anti-infantry support.
Oh, it's an
The
HE
Stug
shell.
D can be rearmed with a long barrel gun, becoming a deadly tank destroyer. Both Panzer IIIs and Stug crews are able to reach
This is actually going to help the scalability of tier 2 especially a lot, because there comes a point where like the Stug D with the short barrel becomes kind of hard to use, and being able to swap gun and give it like an anti-tank option that's going to be really nice for the players that are using the tier, or even like, you know, the late game call in, if you go for the Stug Gs and then you swap them to Ds instead. I love unit versatility and like upgrades. As long as you have to pay for it, I think this is fair and interesting. I like that.
Veterancy rank 4. Unlock.
All right, OKW's back, baby. They're officially back. Veterancy rank 4.
Their full combat power.
Full combat power. How much?
Their full combat power.
Oh, he killed it. Okay, I was like, how much damage did it do to that Grant?
Promote your Tiger to the Tiger Ace.
There he is.
Placing an
Big
elite
Daddy.
crew at the helm.
Big Daddy returns.
The Tiger Ace can toggle between 2 distinct combat mindsets. While in Hunter Instincts, the crew prioritizes precision. Turret rotation speed is
Just
increased,
killing the
and
tank.
every shot finds its mark with lethal accuracy. Shift to Marauder Instincts to push the Tiger Ace to its limit. With increased acceleration and sharpened handling, the Tiger Ace becomes a relentless pursuer,
Oh my
capable
gosh.
of chasing down enemies and weaving through tight urban corners with ease.
Dude, that is the primary weakness of the Tiger is mobility. So this one seems really strong. The other ability kind of struck me as like spearhead mode for the KT in Co 2, as well as the Tiger Ace, I think, had it in Co 2. But it was missing like the suppression and the other effects, so maybe they deliberately made it a little bit different. I'll be interested to see like what the stat bonuses are for each one.
While Marauder Instincts are active, the crew's veteran eyes stay peeled for weakness. The Tiger Ace detects nearby low-health enemies in the vicinity.
Okay.
Whether they are hiding in cover or planning an ambush, no wounded target will escape your
He just shot through the wall.
sights.
Dude, okay. Now that we've seen the map hacks ability, why would you ever pick the other one?
The Africa Corps' Elite Forces is a battle group composed of veteran crews and hand-picked specialists. Every unit fights with sharp instincts and refined discipline.
Oh man, that's stupid.
And their experience is now under your command. Good luck on the battlefield.
Wow. Okay. That was pretty cool. I'm a fan. Let's see the tree here. So skirmisher packages is available right away. Field modifications looks like it comes later. So okay, so you're not going to be able to get like 0 CP mines on your crad, which is, and the fact that martyrs can lay traps like through their own mines, I guess that's pretty cool. I guess that's kind of neat. They got a little bit of like self peel going on there. The exclusive choices seem pretty interesting. Okay, so the Tiger Ace can't get Vet 4, which I find kind of counterintuitive, but I don't know, maybe it's countered by like, I don't know if maybe it has more health, or maybe it's just a base Tiger and it has more abilities, like the 2 different modes that they were talking about. And then on the other side, we've got Skirmisher Package. Again, we got the Scope Car 98s and the Rifle Nades. This ability seems incredibly busted based on what they were describing it as. I don't know why you would ever pick this over this. And then we've got the A Squadron and the Aerial Spotter. The A Squadron strikes me as generally better. Like it's the only off map in the whole battle group. While the Aerial Spotter is actually quite interesting, I feel like it's going to be unpopular compared to the A Squadron. all around, like, well-designed battle group. Nice new armor variations and upgrades for DAC, which frankly they just already have like so much of, so it's really adding to that. Gonna help with the scaling, obviously, of all their vehicles, which really, honestly, DAC doesn't really have a problem with that, so it's kind of just compounding on that fact. This, along with the Tiger Ace, the Command 8 Rat is also able to get 4. I don't know how that's possible when crack armor upgrades. Maybe crack armor upgrades is not what gives Vet 4? Because it's mutually exclusive. I don't know how that would be possible. If Pomgrades get extra vision from scopes, you don't need aerial spotter. He didn't say that, but you might assume that they do because they have scope rifles and all the scope rifles have extra vision range. So that could be possible. Oh, it gives Vet 4 to Stug and P3. Ah, okay. So they get it anyways. Interesting. Interesting. All right, well, chat, keep me honest here. I'm looking forward to this one. This seems really strong all around. There's a lot of great augments, and these are helping fill in the gaps with the DAC infantry roster, especially. And these just make their armor that's already good even better. And this seems like a really interesting support unit. So overall, I'm excited about this one. This one seems really good. This seems absolutely, completely, and utterly busted. So like, if I were to compare the power level, this one seems stronger to me. Just getting started, but let's get into the next. Special service, okay.
Welcome, Commander. Featured in the Dare and Destroy Battle Group pack are battle groups for every army. Among them is the British Special Service Battle Group.
Oh, sniper.
The SSB are a special division of recruited volunteers, chosen for their tenacity, resolve, and
on the
ability
back of the
to
truck.
Improvise. They are the ones sent to operate deep inside Axis-held territory, gain intelligence, sabotage supply lines, and disappear. The SSB Commando Section is an elite 3-man squad built...
Oh my god, look at the damage, dude! Holy smokes! Let's see that again.
The SSB Commando Section is an elite 3-man squad built...
Holy shit! He just completely nuked the machine gun team!
...for deep line disruption.
The only reason they didn't just kill it there was because they changed targets to guys over here. Oh my gosh, dude, that seems way too strong.
Using concealment and rapid-fire weapons, they can infiltrate...
Oh my gosh, dude! Why do they do so much damage? Like, look at this.
Disruption. Using concealment and rapid-fire weapons, they can infiltrate...
Oh my gosh, dude, it's the Tommies! They're at like mid-range and they're completely nuking this ISG team.
...sectors and get the drop on unsuspecting enemies.
To be fair, it was on flank side? Dude, it doesn't matter. Like, that's... Yeah, Dad, you're saying that like people actually use cover in this game. Give me a break.
The territory...
Partisans, anyone? Dude, this reminds me of exactly Code 2 Partisans after they did that insane buff that
they
like doubled their damage.
With the Scorched Earth ability, causing chaos to the enemy's supply lines.
Okay, so they can blow up a neutral territory
is a
point,
versatile
or
demolition
enemy territory
charge
point.
that can level structures and neutralize armored vehicles. In the heat of combat,
seems pretty strong.
a cloud
Satchel
of smoke
charge
provides the perfect window for evasion, allowing your teams to extract back to the nearest rendezvous point.
All right, we've got teleportation tech in Co, boys. We've officially made it. We've got teleportation tech in Co 3. Did they just disappear or did they teleport?
It's the perfect window for evasion, allowing your teams to extract back to the nearest rendezvous.
Dude, I hate that. I mean, I get it. Like, they probably want to incentivize people to go behind enemy lines and not kill them with like a brutal retreat path. But honestly, I would sooner see them like... Here's an idea, okay? When they use this ability, they get a permanent camo where they can't be detected and they have to retreat back to base. Then at least it's like they don't have absolutely insane uptime where they can just appear in your backline and then disappear and then reappear again in the next like 60 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, if you actually force them to retreat, then you are forcing the player that's using them to be really thoughtful about when they're going to actually go all the way back to whatever, you know, retreat point that they have, as opposed to just appearing there through a teleportation gimmick. So I don't really like the look of this. The smoke in itself seems like it's cool because it's like, okay, they can kind of, you know, similar to regular commandos, the regular like SAS commandos from the Air and Sea battle group, they have that deployable smoke. But in this one, they just disappear, which I don't really like that. I think that's kind of cheesy.
Rendezvous point. The SSB commando section
Cooldown
squad
has to be
size can be
significant.
increased later on, adding the best of the worst to their...
Okay, dude. So if they weren't strong enough already, now you can get an upgrade that gives them 2 more guys.
ranks. Select an area
Jeez.
for Operation Thunderclap. Unleash a photo flash bomb, the intensity of which blinds enemy forces caught in its burst. Both infantry and vehicles will have a difficult time aiming, giving you a small window of opportunity to press the advantage.
Okay, that's a really cool ability. That's a really cool ability. I'll give them that. That's a very cool ability. There was an appropriate delay after the yellow smoke dropped, and it has an effect other than Big Boom, which I like. That's unique. That's pretty cool.
If you see the flash, it's already too late. Uncover a concealed dead drop on the map. Activate a dead drop to reinforce squads. Heal in...
Wait, so do you have to build this, or does it build itself? It looks like it built itself there.
Infantry and repair vehicles. Dead drops recharge over time, and the cooldown is reduced when within enemy territory.
Recharge over time and reduce when in enemy territory. Okay. And what does it do? It repairs vehicles, reinforces squads. Does it give healing?
And the cooldown is reduced when within enemy territory.
Can't actually see if it gives healing because none of these guys were damaged. It does repair, but it's not clear if it actually heals infantry or not.
Is reduced when within enemy territory. Activate directed air support and task any friendly infantry with marking targets over time.
Any friendly infantry makes me wonder if this is another ability that you can use on a teammate.
Once identified, aircraft will sweep in with precise, repeated strafing runs that tear through exposed enemies.
Dude!
Repeated strafing runs that tear
Oh my
through
gosh!
exposed enemies.
Why does it do so much damage? Holy smokes! Why is everything in this battle group just completely
Aircraft will
nuke?
sweep in with precise,
Look at this.
repeated strafing runs that tear through exposed enemies.
Right.
Let
Okay,
British
dude.
RAF flood the skies, overwhelm air defenses, and break enemy morale. Lurking just beyond detection with a scoped boy's anti-tank rifle is the SSB Sniper. This elite marksman...
I'm just gonna say this. If they don't do something to snipers, which I'm dreading because I hate snipers, this guy is gonna be wildly unpopular.
can chip away at infantry and pressure vehicles.
Pressure vehicles.
Using precision, they can target enemy vehicle gunners, drastically slowing their rate of fire and turret rotation.
Okay.
Leaving them vulnerable to a well...
Holy shit, that's like a 20-second debuff, dude.
Turret rotation. Leaving them
He only shot it one time. It's got like a 20-second debuff. I swear, dude. Every single showcase, they bring in the KT. It's just the KT getting dumped on every single time. I've never seen the KT do anything good. It just gets crapped on in every showcase.
Vulnerable to a well-coordinated allied attack. The SSB sniper can also coordinate fire with the 25-pounder artillery pack.
See, I just told you guys, if they don't do something to snipers, this is going to be a dead unit. And what did they do? They gave him artillery.
At headquarters and can be...
Sorry, they gave him airburst artillery that just annihilates whatever the target is. Look at this dude.
The SSB sniper can also coordinate fire with the 25-pounder artillery
One
back
hit,
at headquarters.
Two hits, dead. Literally instantly leveled the building with his coordinated artillery barrage. Very cool, man.
To include airburst shells. Gather intel from a sector or victory point using Ultra. This information could be vital for you and your allies' operations in the area.
Okay, so you use it on an enemy territory
enemy
point.
Movement and positions, adjust your plan accordingly, and strike with complete clarity.
Wait, how long does this last? Is this infinite? Or is it timed?
True. This information could be vital for you and your allies' operation victory point using Ult. Gather intel from a sector or victory point using Ultra. This information could...
They didn't say, which makes me think that it's infinite. And if that's the case, I find that a little bit concerning. Do these guys know that they're being constantly reconned? Is there some kind of tell? Is there any counterplay to this? How do I know that you've used this on a territory point? Look at this range too, man. It's like 35 range all the way around the point.
Could be vital for you and your allies' operations in the area. Intercept enemy movement and positions. Adjust your plan accordingly.
Enemy sees the animation of the radar. Okay, so it is visible.
Clarity.
That is a huge pain, though, if it's infinite, dude. Like, an infinite recon ability with no counterplay besides go somewhere else is pretty papega.
The 30 CWT long-range desert group truck trades armor for tactical utility. Outfitted with a rear-mounted rotating Vickers machine gun and a fixed front gun to tear through infantry.
Dude, this looks like he's gonna do a lot of damage. Look, there's a Vickers on the back. There's double Vickers Ks in the front. Like, I saw Shark's video earlier and he's like, this thing is a wiping machine. I find that incredibly concerning, especially now that we know it, you can build a 2-pounder on the back of it.
The LRDG truck can mount a 2-pounder anti-tank gun on the back, acting as a...
Dude, there's only one guy here. There's nobody loading the gun. He's got like a box feeder ammo capacity for his little 2-pounder in the truck.
Mobile anti-tank platform to crack through armor. The LRDG can also initiate scorched earth tactics.
Oh, good. Oh, good. The truck can sabotage too.
Enemy sector points, denying vital resources. If the situation starts to get out of control, the crew can deploy smoke and initiate evasion, driving back to the nearest retreat point at high speed. Wait.
What?
To the nearest retreat point at high speed.
The truck can retreat? With smoke? Is that what he said?
Evasion, driving back to the nearest retreat point at high speed. All passengers will be pulled out of the danger with the crew and passengers in the back laying down covering fire.
Maybe that's not so bad. I don't know.
Havoc sees the standard Lewis bomb upgraded with adhesive components, allowing it to stick to vehicles and tear through its hull. Havoc also reduces the time to destroy territory points for all units with the Scorched Earth ability, creating long...
What is this debuff, dude?
the lasting damage that is difficult to repair.
Nah, we don't like that. We don't like when you blow up our territory point.
Employ Desert Raiders.
Wait a minute. It's me. Wait a second.
Laying down cover.
I'm kidding. I already knew this. I watched this.
Havoc sees the standard.
It's me, the ability.
Standard Lewis bomb upgraded with adhesive components, allowing it to stick to vehicles and tear through its hull. Havoc also reduces the time to destroy territory points for all units with the Scorched Earth ability.
He failed to mention that Havoc's taunts against the enemy makes them very mad. And so they become angry and also sad at the same time. It's a form of debuff against enemy troops. It actually works on all my games too. I just talk shit, but he gets mad. So it's good to see that they incorporated that into the ability they very, very kindly named after me.
Creating longer lasting damage that is difficult to repair.
It's the audio redeem.
Employ Desert Raiders tactics, granting all vehicles the ability to decapture territory. Roll through the battlefield and deprive the enemy of their valuable sectors.
So let me get this straight. That LRDG truck can destroy territory points, decapture territory, and retreat, and build a 2-pounder on the back. It can retreat with units in it. I'm feeling a little bit overloaded.
Their rear supply lines to starve their front. In addition, for every enemy brought down, munitions will be automatically added to your stockpile. The Special Service Battle Group has a reputation for not...
I wanted to call this out. This is really important. So, in the last, the showcase, I was actually going to make it a part of this video, but then I decided not to because it's going to be way too long. Like, I was going to do the showcases, but they're like an hour each and there's 3 of them. So this would have been like a 5-hour video. I don't think that. But the point is, in the showcases, they talked about how they made it so that repairs do not work as well in combat, or units that are in combat take dramatically decreased repairs. But to me, this also spells a hint that repairing scales with infantry model count, because if you look at the Guastatori repairing this Tiger, okay, usually we would see the health like tick up a decent amount over the course of a battle this long, but look how much it goes up with just the Guastatori 2-man repairing it.
Playing by the rules. They do what needs to be done.
It's hardly budging.
It's not about fighting fair. It's about getting results.
Wow, he sniped the MG while suppressed. That was geez, that seems like a pretty dramatically over battle group. I don't know, could be fun. Let's see the tech tree here. So we've got SSB commandos. These guys seem completely busted. They come equipped with a Lewis bomb, 2 Thompson machine guns with drum magazines, and a Vickers K that can be fired on the move. Then we've got Operation Thunderclap and Dead Drops. Both of these actually seem pretty good. This one strikes me as more annoying, especially because it can self-construct. The fact that you can drop these probably in enemy territory seems like it's going to be the more preferred choice in maybe like a 1v1 situation. But Operation Thunderclap strikes me as a pretty cool ability too. If you can like blind AT guns as you're doing an armor charge or something like that, this seems like it could be really powerful. So I kind of like this. This seems pretty interesting, but both good choices. And then you've got Best of the Worst, which is the, what is this? I'm assuming this is the Airburst artillery being attached to the 25 pounder. Now, I don't know if it's just for the SSB sniper or for all coordinated artillery. And then we've also got the extra men for the SSB squads, which is a choice as well. And the directed air support seems giga strong, dude. Like, it completely nuked that infantry. What was it? The 250. I guess. I mean, it was a 250, so maybe it doesn't do that much. We'll have to see. Now, the real question is, can this be shot down by AA? On the current patch, I'm going to say definitely not. But generally speaking, maybe. There's a possibility that it could be shot down AA, so it would make it counterable. Now, the airstrikes come in so fast, it actually makes me think that you probably can't shoot this down with AA, which I'm not a fan of. But it is what it is. We're just going to deal with what we get. The ability itself seems kind of neat. The fact that it's like a channel that you have to use on friendly infantry, I have to imagine you could probably use this with the SSB guys while they're in camo as well. So there's probably some good synergy happening here. And then you've got the trucks, which seem pretty completely overloaded in terms of their kit. I mean, I'm assuming you build this from like tier 2 or something. Is this going to be a lot better choice than a Humber? Probably. Maybe kind of replace the Humber in terms of its role. Good anti-infantry profile, light transport for infantry, can transport AT guns, can also scale into an anti-light vehicle counter similar to the 2-to-1 Panzerbuchse. So that's kind of cool. The truck strikes me as cool, but it does seem like it has maybe a little bit too much. Then you've got the choice between SSB Sniper and Ultra. Like I said, if they don't make any changes to snipers, I don't really see this being that useful unless, I mean, giving it access to the coordinated barrage is pretty good. And the debuff that it did to the KT did also seem quite strong. So I don't know, maybe there will be a place for this as kind of like a support / poking unit, but I do really think that they're going to need to buff snipers in some way, which honestly I say really regretfully because I hate snipers. I think they're super toxic. But I think they need kind of a buff in order for this to be a worthwhile choice. And then you've got Ultra, which seems to be this infinite recon ability that you can use on whatever territory point. Now, it's good that it has a tell so that the opponent can see it, but I really don't like that there's no counterplay to it. That doesn't sit well with me. It would make more sense if it was like timed, or if it was like a scan maybe that like didn't give you complete vision but gave you intel, kind of similar to the scan abilities from the Jeep or the 251 reconnaissance tractor or the 221 with the radio, the comms radio. All of those, if it was like that, I guess, I don't know, maybe they wouldn't see that as worthwhile for something choosing as an ability. So maybe that's why the relative strength of these two, like everyone would probably pick SSB Sniper if this reconnaissance wasn't good. But I don't like that there's no counterplay. That's kind of weird. And then we've got Desert Raiders, which allows you to decap territory with vehicles and gives you munitions for, I think they said infantry kills, but maybe it was everything. And then last but not least, we've got Havoc, which is It's a Me, which seems to make guys mad when you blow up their territory points. You could do it more quickly, and you can stick the Lewis bombs to vehicles. So this strikes me as much better, no bias intended here, much better than all of the other choices in the battle group. But this one, again, strikes me as pretty overtuned. Pretty insanely strong, really probably a lot of fun to play and going to be absolutely miserable to play against. Similar to release version of Dak's Espionage battle group. But we'll have to see, won't we? On to the last one.
Good luck on the battlefield, Commander. For a full debrief.
Siegebreaker.
Welcome, Commander. Featured in the Dare and Destroy Battle Group pack are battle groups for every army. Among them is the Wehrmacht Siegebreaker Battle Group. Clear the path with an abundance of explosives and scorch any remaining
Dude, again, the person making the set piece battles, look at this guy. He blew up the engines of the cars so that they would do the slow advance in with the flamethrowers. That's pretty funny.
Fire. Bring in the siege specialists. Mortars, Nebelwerfers, Brumbars and Sturmtigers learn faster, gaining more experience whilst operating in the field. Once these units have
Wait, so they get more range and more experience as a passive ability? Okay.
been stationary for a short duration, their range increases, allowing them to hit enemies from farther away. Establish a siege camp within your territory.
Another self-constructing building.
A dedicated mortar team operates from the bunker, providing automatic fire support against any hostiles in range.
Okay. It's pretty clear to me that this mortar is bigger than this one. At first I was going to be like, why would you pay so much for a bunker that is just a mortar? But this seems to be a higher caliber mortar than the standard, what is it, 8 centimeter, I think, that the Germans get?
Nearby units benefit from the streamlined logistics, significantly increasing their rate of fire and reducing ability cooldowns.
Wow.
For sustained...
Okay, so it's a Wehrmacht version of the American ammo cache with a mortar built in.
offensives, the camp can be repurposed as a forward retreat
That can also be used as a retreat point. Wow. Okay.
point. Equip combat vehicles with S-mine launchers. Detonate...
Combat vehicles. I wonder if you can put it on the Kettenkrad, dude. Wait. Did he just nuke this whole squad?
Detonate...
I mean, they were pretty low, to be fair. But, like, okay. So, light vehicles can get S-mine launchers. Does that include the 221?
short-range explosives that will suppress and deal damage to all nearby infantry.
Suppress and deal... So, if it's anything like the Tiger's version of the S-mine launcher... Like, if you drive into a crowd of infantry, they will all get pinned. Okay?
Vehicle crush is also improved, allowing them to break through tougher obstacles without losing momentum. May nothing stand in your way to victory.
So let me get this straight. With the Werbles now, I can drive through tank traps, I can blow up the infantry in front of me with S-mines, and then I can run them over with Crush. Am I understanding this correctly?
May nothing stand in your way to victory.
Yep.
Assign a vehicle to become the siege leader. The vehicle takes reduced frontal damage when
like a
entering
hold-down ability?
combat. The siege leader's abilities no longer cost munitions to use, and the cooldown is...
Oh, it takes reduced damage from the front when it enters combat, and it has no munitions cost on abilities. That seems like something that would be really powerful on one of the tier 2.5 or tier 3.5 vehicles, like the Stug, having free access to the point blank blast, or the Wirbelwind having free white phosphorus rounds. It's a little jarring. This seems like it would be really strong in 1v1s. Like, having a vehicle that's basically super strong because it's got damage resistance and free abilities is,
significantly reduced. Choose your siege leader wisely. Will you lead the charge from the front, or command the destruction from afar?
Why would you pick anything other than something that has a lot of armor for the siege leader?
The Sturmtiger is the ultimate instrument for urban demolition.
There he is.
It fires a
Wait a
massive 380
Wait. Is there a tell?
It
Oh my god, no, that's not it. Surely. Surely not.
ultimate instrument for urban demolition.
Dude, that's at 50% speed. It just boop. It just boop up. It just in Code 2, it was like slow. It was like but in this one it's just boop, and then
it fires a massive 380 millimeter shell. The
Look at the explosion on this, dude, compared to the railway artillery. What the hell is this? It's like a V1. Wait, you can't even see the Sturm Tiger anymore. It's just a plume of smoke.
States the target area. It doesn't matter what it is. One shot is all it takes.
Yeah, you don't say. One shot
Once
is
fired,
all it takes.
the crew must manually reset and reload the heavy ordnance. A process
Oh, cool. They have like a reload animation. I was a little worried they were going to make it something arcadey.
that significantly reduces the vehicle's mobility.
Jeez.
Issue specialized clearing gear to your frontline infantry. Pioneers receive satchel charges capable of destroying anything not quick enough to move.
Damn.
Grenadiers bring incendiary grenades burning enemy
Dude, another incredible set piece showcase.
infantry. Panzer Grenadiers can deploy smoke to mask an approach or cover a retreat. And Jaegers can utilize rifle grenades to pick off targets at far greater distance.
You know, I saw this in the art. I saw a Jaeger firing a rifle grenade, and I was like, I really hope that's not what that is. But it is what it is. So now Jaegers have smokes and rifle grenades. That seems a little excessive. It would make a little bit more sense to me if the rifle grenade replaced the smoke. But I don't know. I guess they want to give extra grenades to all the infantry because these guys get incendiary. It doesn't seem to replace their frag, I guess. PGs get the bundle and the smoke, and then same with the Jaegers. It seems a little overloaded to me, dude.
Select a squad to go into the breach.
Pathfinders have flare, smoke, and rifle nade. Do Pathfinders have smoke? Yes, they do. That's fair.
Pushing them to their limit, sprinting forward to seize better ground. The squad gains unrestricted access to grenade abilities, becoming free for the duration, including any explosives included in the clearing gear package.
Jeez. Free grenades? Combat sprint? I wonder what the cost of that ability
Unlock
is.
the Firestorm Doctrine. Grenadiers have been trained to handle the flamethrower to flush out enemies from entrenched positions. If you need even more firepower, then the Flampanzerwagen is available for deployment.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Dual 14mm flame projectors.
Damn, this is probably going to be scary. This is probably going to be like the first time that they reworked the L640s with the flamers. That's probably going to be insanely broken, dude.
Assign a neutral or hostile sector as a critical location. Enemies near the sector point take increased damage, and the ability ends once no more enemies are present in the area. Clear out the resistance, or break their resolve. Select a location for a probing barrage. Fire flares to strip away the fog of war and reveal enemy locations to plan your assault, followed by a barrage of smoke shells dispersing over a wide area. See them
like these kind
before
of
they see you,
like
and if the smoke doesn't flush the enemy out of cover, then the flames will.
Wow.
Bring an absolute end to every enemy stronghold with the Siege Breaker battle group. Dismantle the defense, shatter the line, burn away the resistance.
Nukes the Sherman in one shot.
Good luck on the battle.
Jeez, that's crazy, man. Okay, let's take a look at the tree here. Got the tree. Not that one. There it is. Alright, so we got Siege Specialist. This is the increased range and cooldown? No, experience gain for mortars, Nebels, and whatever that is. Oh, the Brumbar, I think it was. Anyway. And we've got clearing gear. That's the extra grenades for everybody, including the Pioneers. We have grinding advance. This is the... What is this? The extra crush and S-mine launchers. And siege camp. Okay? Designate Siege Leader and Heavy Sturm Tiger Heavy Tank. Then we've got Into the Breach and Firestorm Doctrine. This is the Flamers, I think, for the half track and for the Grenadiers. Very interesting. Into the Breach is this free free grenade plus sprint ability. Honestly, only seems like it would be really useful with PGs, but to be fair, I guess you could like sprint in from a flank with a Jaeger and do a nice rifle grenade as well. But like PGs and Grenadiers, yeah, I don't know what else you would use this ability on. Maybe Stormtroopers, actually. Think about it. Either way, seems like a good synergy with Stormtroopers specifically. And then we've got Probing Barrage and Critical Location. Both seem like good abilities, but honestly, people are probably going to prioritize this one because people tend to prioritize things that kill more or win more as opposed to have some form of utility. Even though I find this to be more interesting, I think this is probably going to be more popular. I see this probably being more popular in 1v1s and small team game settings, and this much more popular in 2v2. Yeah, this is probably going to make Nebels absolutely crazy. Between siege camp bonuses plus siege specialist abilities, you're going to have decreased cooldown reduction. You're going to have longer range for the Nebel, increased experience gain, and shorter cooldowns and faster rate of fire. Like, dude, that's so overloaded. And if this can buff allied artillery as well, like, dude, if you have a coastal player with a siege camp next to the Albice, that could also be insane. So, wow, yeah, that could be really good. I don't know. This battle group seems really strong. If the Sturm Tiger is as good as it looks, like this looks like something that can just kill anything in one shot, and is probably going to be hard to react to, specifically with infantry. So you're just going to be like chipping infantry off of the line every time you fire this bad boy. So I'm assuming that like if you see this come out, you're going to have to start applying a lot of pressure to the Axis player, because otherwise he's just going to chip away at you with this thing. Designate Siege Leader seems pretty good, although the fact that it's mutually exclusive with the Sturm Tiger makes me think it's not going to be that popular. So there is that. Hoop, thanks for the raid, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, so overall, this one seems pretty strong, but there's not like crazy augments in here. There's nothing that looks incredibly busted like there was for the new DAC battle group. But this strikes me as kind of alarming. This like S-mine launcher and increased crush. Like, for example, if my 2-1 has medium crush, does that mean that I can S-mine people to pin them and then run them over with my 2-1? Surely not, right? Surely not. Hopefully not. I don't know. I'll have to see. But I don't know. This is an interesting design. It seems to directly counter the French battle group between all of the artillery that you get, the Sturm Tiger, and grinding advance, which is your ability for vehicles to basically plow through the heavy field defenses. So, yeah, I guess it's like, well, Werematch players, if you want to beat the French battle group, you have to buy the Siegebreaker battle group Kappa, a courtesy of Relic, it seems. So, very cool, man. Very cool set of battle groups. I'm a little worried about the balance. I mean, as you guys know from my last video, like the main concerns that I have at this point are more aligned with the game's balance than anything else. Right, this is the battle group showcase. I'm just going to leave this on in the background while I yap for it. So this is where they were showcasing the battle groups. Yeah, each player was using each faction and the specific battle group that they given. My main concerns at this point with the game is like the core gameplay. So I've been playing a lot of COH2 recently, and a couple of things really stood out to me since I started doing that. The first thing is that infantry lethality just feels a lot more tuned and interesting throughout the game compared to COH3. And I'm finding that the reason for this is largely because infantry in COH2 don't have nearly as much stacking survivability bonuses as infantry in COH3 does. Like in Code 3, not only do you have increased health values, in Code 2, every infantryman has 80 health. So all men are created equal. Every man has the same health pool, so they all take the same damage from vehicles, artillery, etc. The main thing that they're playing with in terms of survivability is the received accuracy, which really only has anything to do with the small arms damage that they take. And in Code 3, that's not the case. Like in Code 3, we have very significant variable health values on infantrymen, from 80 health on the grenadiers all the way up to 100 and I think it's 125 on the Polish lancers, which is just an insane difference in margin. Like you've got a unit that literally has 50% more health per man. And I understand it's a 4-man squad, but it's like, it's also like, it's not like they're crummy in combat or anything, or they don't have any offensive power. You kind of compensate their weakness in numbers for their offensive power. At least that's how it was in Code 2, and it made a lot of sense. But in 3, it's like you have these units that are absolutely overtuned with health, and then we have stacking received accuracy bonuses, which in Code 2, most units get maybe 1, maybe some units get 2 received accuracy bonuses, but it's really not that much. And in Code 3, it's like everybody gets received accuracy at Vet 1. A lot of units get it at Vet 2 or 3. And you stack that on top of the increased health value of all the units. It makes the infantry combat feel completely trivial, especially when it comes to the usage of cover. So, I don't know. That's like the main problem that I have with the infantry combat in Code 3 right now. I've been playing a lot more. I would really like to see them start to truncate the infantry survivability so that the engagements and like the uses of cover and positioning are more impactful than they are today. Because especially at my level, guys, like if you watch me on stream or you've seen any of my recent videos, it's just like there's no incentive not to blob. And the artillery options in the game, between the model caps and the limited damage capacity of the artillery units, it's like I can't punish players enough for just walking into me in the open if there's enough units that they're controlling at the same time in a blob. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like Company of Heroes. It feels like StarCraft. So I really hope that they start to address some of that. I would also like to see if they do truncate the infantry survivability. I think they could easily justify increasing the cost of vehicles so you don't have situations where you've got some. I watched a game today where two DAC players had 10 vehicles each before the 20-minute mark. It's just ridiculous, dude. Like, why do they need 10 vehicles that all have self-repair? They don't have a need to build infantry anymore to upkeep their vehicles or anything like that. It's ridiculous. It plays like an arcade game. It plays like StarCraft, and it's, kind of bums me out to watch. So I think they could pretty easily justify increasing the cost of all the vehicles if they decrease the survivability of infantry. And with less numbers, the vehicles would become more valuable. You'd have to take more care of them. You wouldn't be able to blob them together in the same way that you can today. And then that brings me to the last thing, well, one of the last things, which is the changes to repairs. It actually looks like they were hinting at some repairs. And Jason mentioned in this game that we're watching that they did plan to reduce the effectiveness of repairs on vehicles that are in combat, which I think is a great change, because the whole repairing in combat and on the move thing was a real pain. And so by keeping a enemy vehicle in combat, mitigating the effect of repairs that they get is going to be a nice way to decrease the uptime of enemy vehicles and make the damage that you deal stick a little bit more. So, I don't know. I'm happy about that. I hope they continue to do that. I would like to see less power inside of like global or area of effect repairs. I think most vehicles are able to be repaired too quickly in this game in general and have too much uptime, especially relative to what you need to pay in terms of manpower for taking casualties on infantry and team weapons. So I'm hoping that they continue to lean into some repair changes there. And then, you know, after thinking about it, I did complain about model caps in my last video, but after playing Code 2, I've decided that model caps are actually a good thing for Code 3. But I do think that truncating the infantry survivability would solve a lot of problems, where if you reduce the amount of damage reduction, received accuracy bonuses, and health pool that the infantry has, artillery and grenades are going to stick better and they're going to scale better. And that's really like the main problem. The reason why I changed my mind on model caps is because the main difference is because of the green cover modifier in Code 2 not being present in Code 3. So put simply, in Code 2, all units will take reduced damage from targets that are in front of green cover. That includes tank shells, artillery shells, grenades, etc. And I didn't realize how much of an effect it had until I started playing Code 2, and like losing units to rifle grenades, to other grenades, like not in green cover. It's like pretty brutal. And the incentives for using cover, especially right now, but even if they were to make the infantry survivability changes, it would be too punishing to use cover and too risky if they didn't have the model caps in place. So you can think of it as like the model caps basically compensate for the lack of damage reduction from green cover that Code 2 doesn't have for explosive weapon types, namely grenades, tank shells, artillery, etc. The model caps kind of compensate for that. So I've actually changed my mind and I've kind of 180'd on that. But I do hope that they kind of change the other things. It would be good to see the infantry combat be more focused on positioning and usage of cover than the blob gameplay that we have right now. It would be good to get more value out of artillery units that deal more damage to infantry that have less survivability bonuses with damage reduction and increasing health pools. Those are kind of the main things that I think are the problems right now. And everything else can be tuned. Hoping that with the patch tomorrow, we see some changes to anti-aircraft as well, because it's an absolute joke right now. It's completely worthless. Doesn't do nearly enough damage to aircraft to be worth the micro tax that they forced for it. Yeah, but directionally hoping we get some changes along those other things, because again, what we just saw, you know, all these battle groups, it's a lot of shiny new toys, but if the gameplay loop is fundamentally the same, then I'm still going to be experiencing the same frustration in less than a week. And as are all of you, you know, some of you, maybe you're not frustrated like me, but I know I have been. I've been enjoying my Code 3 games less and less, and been enjoying Code 2 games more and more. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Code 2 is a better game in general. I do think that it has generally a better gameplay loop, meaning like the infantry combat feels better, the vehicle combat holds more weight, the resource distribution systems I prefer in Code 2, I've decided after a lot of deliberation. Anyway, so there's a lot of things Code 3 does better. There's some incredible quality of life changes. There's more unit diversity in Code 3. We have less linear builds, I would say, in Code 3, and more dynamic ways of playing through the battle groups. Another drawback, though, is like the unit roster, I would say, in Code 3 feels a lot less complete because there's such an emphasis on picking battle groups and using battle groups units. Yeah, somebody in chat said Code 2 got better bones. I agree with that. That pretty much sums it up. It's got better bones. But I do think Code 3 is in a fixable state, and the question really is for Relic, like, do they want to or not? Like, you know, do they want to make the game that I'm assuming, because my last video, frankly, guys, like, I didn't put a lot of production, and you know, I'm not great at the production, but like, I didn't put a lot into it because I was like, this is probably not going to be very popular. Nobody's really going to pay attention to this. It is literally my most popular video ever. And it's just me yapping at a record, like most of yapping at a. But I think the reason that is because a lot of people are feeling what I'm talking about. So when I say Relic needs to, wow, I can't believe that PG just got complete. Railway artillery just disappeared. But yeah, I think in general, like the player base kind of agrees with some of the things that I'm complaining about, and so Relic really has to decide, like, do they want to make the game the way they've been making it, or do they want to make the game that the players want? Because honestly, guys, like, it's getting to the point for me where like the shiny toys aren't really keeping me around for that long anymore. I'm going back and I'm playing other games instead of playing COH 3 because the core gameplay loop has just become too frustrating and uninteresting for me. That's just how I'm feeling. So I wonder if you guys are feeling the same way. I have hope for this upcoming update that maybe we'll see some progress directionally on some of the issues that I was talking about. But based on the showcase games that I saw, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look that different to me, outside of some of the repair changes that I sniped. But it's where we are. It's where we are. So anyway, I hope you nerds liked the video. Let me know what you think of the new battle groups. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the patch tomorrow and what you'd like to see next in terms of battle groups and gameplay changes maybe that I was talking about. We'll see how the cookie crumbles tomorrow afternoon. We'll got the balance stream where we'll get to see in detail what the team has planned for the patch and what the balance updates are going to be specifically. Goodbye, Crusader. Anyway, that's it, nerds. We'll see you later. All right. It's done. All right, what should we do now? People love their balance vids. I think they do them every time they do a patch release, so. Yeah, infantry running through the open. Map design also facilitates the runaround gameplay. What do you mean by that, Cecil? Now we watch the video render. Here, I'm going to do a quick poll on Twitch. And then I'm going to get some water because my throat is super dry. Missed the Panzer pile throwing smoke? I guess so. And then I'll do a poll for either COH 2 or COH 3, and then we'll play that. We're back. Dude, the fact that you guys split the vote like this every time I poll is crazy. It's actually bananas. 0-3 winning. Got 1 minute to go. We're not playing Co-1. I don't have that shit installed anyway. Co-1 is trash. Oh, Co-3 pulling ahead. Dun, 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 dun. Sturm Tiger short? Where's that? Pax, blob meta has been a thing since the release of the game. It's just that nobody was blobbing anything except for vehicles. Blessed. These guys get crew shocked? It looks like they did because they really slowed down. Honestly, this makes me so happy because anytime I see some idiot driving down with like 6 vehicles in a line and I have a Sturm Tiger, I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna be laughing. What's that audio? It seemed to only kill the one in the middle, which probably makes sense. Is it a tie? Oh my god, you guys. Are you serious? Alright, I'm polling again. It's gonna be for 1 minute. Play Co-3 until Rage, then Co-2. That won't be very long. Dun, 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 dun. I see there's one Battlefield 6 voter. Must be Momo. Oh shit. Co-3 is pulling away with this one. It's not even close. 20 seconds. 6-9. 7-10. Oh shit. 10 seconds. 7-11. 8-12. Ah! The deed is done. Everybody wants to see me suffer. Oh, it's gerrymandered. Please. Na 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 na. Why don't I play 1v1s? Because currently the 1v1 gameplay loop is probably the worst, and it's full of how do I put this? It's full of players that are completely uninteresting to play against, and I have no interest in competing with. You want to know why I don't play 1v1s? Go watch any of the recent tournament footage on YouTube. Like, don't get me wrong, Ace. I go and look at here. I'll show you my player card, dude. I love 1v1s, but they have come to a point where it's just completely boring to play. It's so boring to play at my level. I can't even articulate to you how boring it is, because all of the players are just min-maxing on the blob meta or some kind of cheese that make the matches completely uninteresting to play. Dude, look at my player card, dude. I have most of my 9,000 games are 1v1s. Most of them, by far. Almost 2/3, about, what is that? Like 60% of my total games are 1v1s. I would love to go back to playing 1v1s, dude, but they're just like, they're trash. They are garbage. What's the yellow sliver? 3v3. Mignano Gap. I might play howitzers on this one. We'll see. For funsies. No. I guess I can turn redeems back on.
Patriot, vampire, nationalist, mental retard, eugenicist, a scared man.
Really?
Retard, traitor, vampire, next level, Moses.
We against Dak? Yeah, we're against Dak.
Let's head into new coordinates. Engineers on the field.
Might do airborne. We'll see. Oh, this guy's airborne. Maybe not. Wait, is he gonna get this? Oh my god. Oh my god, he's not even gonna capture it. Oh, we got some rank 10,000s up in here. Nice. Great matchmaking. Holy shit. What is this matchmaking? Is this one of the good guys? Yeah, it is. 250.
Looky, looky. Boys will have grenades soon. 4x reverse the sound driver. Looking for trouble. We'll fix her up. Good as new. No guys up 4x4. Let's not keep them waiting. Stop it here. Up the brakes. Come on. We ain't got all day. We're locked and loaded.
My God, man.
Requisitioning grenades for the front line. Boys away. All right, boys. Time for a little cook-off. Hold it up, men. Inside, hurry. 4x4 is ready. Watch the gas. Engineers here. Be ready to tussle. Don't stop. Ready. German infantry. Word, sir. Can't sit around here all day. What? Combat patrol. Just push it. Grab your kit. Go. Where the hell did they come from? All right. Scouts, in we go, boys. Take them in. Back us up. Secure that position. Yeah, take down that flag. Quickly now. Riflemen are ready. Got that. Jump. Watch your flag. Water trails. Right on top of us. Shake it up. Let's get it done.
All right, so we got the 250. Where did the PGs go? Oh, he's over here.
A victory point is under enemy control now. Rangers are available to take to the field. One of our sectors is now in enemy hands. Front infantry! Blast away! Round up the men, capture and secure the enemy. All right, men. Contact with the enemy! On! You men, got orders, boys. Rounds on. On your feet. We're taking fire! We've lost control of the sector. A fuel point is being seized by the enemy. Working up a sweat here! A munitions point is being attacked. Relay order! Come on, hold your asses! Man, taking losses! Snap to it! Oh, goddammit! Commander, we've lost the sector. The captain has been assigned to you. He's dead! You know the drill! Defend our victory point. We're losing it. It's done, Commander! They have taken our victory point. Come, Jerry.
No, fuck off.
We'll shoot on sight. No, Rob, we can't stay here, boys. Hold it up front. Relay orders! Get on with it! Scouts, once we capture that point, be ready for any counterattack.
Captain here. What have you got? Spare mags and grenades.
Have to go, boys! Frontline medical facilities shall keep our forces fighting. Dark Patrol, be ready to engage. We're locked. Let's move out. Do it, boys! Advance, driver, pull over. All right, come on. What do you need? Sector lost. No contact. Finished. What's next? Man down! Orders have been carried out.
Two men to a mortar.
Indirect fire crew ready for
Orders
go.
coming down the scouts. Lead the
Indirect
way.
fire crew ready for go. Germany's this way.
Ready for deployment, sir. All right, let's move like we got a purpose. Just a scratch.
It was getting a bit too quiet. around
Boys,
here.
fresh
Coordinates
Engineers here.
Let's go.
on your feet.
Let's go.
Jerry's got a nice little nest egg
Captain,
here.
weapons
Let's
at the ready.
take it.
We got patrol duty.
4x4. Shoot on sight. We don't want any mishaps.
Word, sir.
Come on, you winners, just play the game. Game Cafe didn't want to.
Reports of enemy movement. You're on victory point.
New recruits in. Rifle cream in the works, sir. All right, boy. Yeah, we're taking it from them.
What's our target capture?
Enemy movement. You're a victory point.
I'm taking it personally. Shake a leg. Kill anything they're looking for deployment. Fresh mags in. We got capture.
The victory point has fallen into enemy control.
This position. We're on it. Come on, move your asses! Let's go. Hey, you got a job for us? You bet. Get in. There. And watch your
Commander, the enemy holds all victory points.
report it. You heard me. Flank that goddamn position. Cover him. Get it done, boys. God damn it, rifles. Ship those asses. Boys away. Boys, turn over here.
Medics are available to deploy on the front line.
On with it. Let's go, boys. Time to roll.
We're locked and loaded. Combat patrol, boys.
We're pinned. This is a kill zone.
There it is.
What's the up? They know we want it.
All right, let's see if we can turn this into something.
Combat patrol. Get to it.
Sir. We can't sit around here all day.
Oh my God, that's a lot of guys.
Let's secure that ground.
I'm head back.
Move complete. Target secured.
Field officer under duress.
Concentrate on your own.
Get that stuff.
Fall back. Fall back.
Indirect fire. Taking indirect fire.
Our Greyhound is here.
Squad is back to full strength.
Plug any crouching.
What? Retreat! Back to HQ!
Where you want? Let's go. I'm on eyes. Cut through 'em. We have a surplus of command points.
Get us out of here.
Commander, we're done here.
Throw sticky bomb. Homo, goddammit.
We're alive!
Backtrack destroy. Launch for cook-off. Move out. Follow me. Let's go. Move. Watch your flank. Captain,
M1918 automatic rifles will be distributed to the men.
start maneuvers. Guns up.
Stop right there. Come to it, boys. Hold it on.
Guns in direct.
Incoming orders.
We're losing a fuel point.
Enemy infantry!
Shrapnel bombs. He's dead.
They pushed us off a sector.
Let's move out. Look, get out of here. Fall back.
Jerry's napping. Let's liberate that section.
Ready for deployment, sir.
Beginning improvements to our infantry logistics.
Wait! Let's move! Let's move! Order! Get down, goddammit!
It's time for leadership.
Jerry's got a nice little nest egg.
Cops are making their yard.
Distributed to our riflemen.
Fuck me! They're taking pot shots at us! Engineers need fire support!
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point. Enemy movement near a victory point. Victory point now under enemy control. They've captured a victory point.
Let's get the metal, boys. Promotions just came through. Stand by. Captain here. Come on, Logan, coming. Get down.
We have anti-tank crews reporting in.
All aim squad. Rifles losing integrity. Officer report. Incoming orders.
All right, safety's off.
Damn it. Someone get us out of here. Do it, boys. Under fire. Fall off. Fuck those crowd bastards. Hey, come on, man. You're going down, Jerry. Let's go. Go, goddammit. You're out of the resources for the fight. Incoming. Get down. It's done, Commander.
105 howitzers are now available in the field.
Hold it.
Laying mines under fire.
Pull back. Try to keep last. Cover up on a window.
We're out 2 chests. Set back a second.
Those get ready to
Any crowd we see.
Where were they again?
Nothing more to do here. Follow me.
Area's ours.
Turning to the rear. Let's make it quick.
On to the other side. I've been told where we're needed. We're advancing. Prepare for contact.
Ready for deployment.
Orders are orders. Let's get to it. AT crew standing by.
And two guys up front and center. Off the build. I want it right here.
We're up, boys. Combat patrol, boys. Secure transport. Advancing contact.
Shouldn't be enough. Loaded.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Hey, you got a job for us? Oh, I need a hand
Private. Where's
A
your
victory point is under enemy control.
I believe in advanced AI.
Inside, hurry. Word, sir. Keep that formation tight. On the way.
Assemble on me, boys.
We're locked and
The
loaded.
enemy have taken territory from us.
We got our orders. Order just came. You bet. All right, boys. Bands for deployment. Stay alert.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
That's it, standing by.
The enemy is stealing our... The enemy have us over a barrel.
German fighters! You're ready to kick time.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
That's us, boys! We're pinned down! Under fire!
Captain here. Spare mags.
Artillery cooldown complete.
Take your medics. Just focus on fire. Alright, boys, see yourself in.
Scary
Stay alert.
Hey, you got a job for us? Spread out. All right, boys, ready to roll.
Focus on me. Liberate that sector.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
Stand around all day. Men will follow my
Man points should be spent when possible.
Hold, bring it down. Gotta move. Boys awake. Those guns ready. Orders just came in.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
You can handle that, Smitty. Standing by.
You're clear to engage. Eyes on the surround advancing to get.
We're taking it from them.
All right, nice and quiet now.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Get ready.
LCAT has been completed. Capture the victory point. Further training will improve the survivability of our infantry in the field.
They're counting on us. Find cover! Take down that slow clobber! I'm hit, man! They got us pinned down over here! Toss them apart! Pinned down! Leave it! Stop chasing! What? Let's make a power!
Survival training course is complete.
Come on! Let them have it! They got us pinned down over here!
Sector. They know we want it.
Order troop! Awaiting orders!
And you take that sector. Secure it.
If it weren't for the rank 20Ks on the other team, we would definitely be cooked by now. But we actually have a chance of winning this because I think the expert AI is better than a rank 20,000.
Artillery cooldown complete.
Engineer. Orders, engineer.
Disengage! Guns ready. Fly!
Objectives clear. We've got nowhere to be. Fire!
Alright, what's out here? Meet back at HQ.
Contact! German infantry! They're on reverse!
Point secured.
Just came through on the radio.
This guy hitting 3 flak guns.
Good to go!
Oh shit. Okay, he's coming this way.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
Back us up! Give us some gas! Brakes! Just direct short straw, fellas!
Commander, we've lost a sector.
Standing by. Ready, lock it down. Let's get it to work.
Artillery cooldown complete.
Come on. You ain't got all day.
Orders coming in.
Take a leg. Kill anything that looks German.
We have a Hellcat reporting for duty.
For deployment, sir.
Big blob, big wind.
Uh-oh.
Mount up and hold on.
Artillery cooldown complete.
Captain here. What have you got?
Hit the dirt! You heard me! Like that goddamn break it on! Back down! Hey, but you got the back! Keep up back!
Big blob, big wind.
4x4 is ready to roll.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Don't need hero. You heard the boss. Get it done. Put it in.
Reinsetting Rangers. See you now. Cooldown complete. Lost an anti-tank gun. Enemy movement near a victory point.
Come on! What? Hurry! Get back to CP! Run for it!
Victory point now under enemy control.
Double time, soldiers.
Engine on here. All right, come on. All right, safety's off.
You men, orders. Listen up.
Hey, you got quit lagging behind.
Artillery cooldown complete.
Get on with that. You got any rifles for this? Loud and clear.
Damn it. Work to do. Get to it. Hold up. Ordered, sir.
9 p.m. Let's get a formation. Hellcat has been completed. Supplies are running away. No more saw at once.
Oh no.
Infantry standing by, Commander. Artillery cooldown
Oh yeah, fix it up. Fix it up. Fix the bunker. Come on, dude.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
It's getting a bit too quiet. You guys know what to do. Someone pick that up. Load. All right, let's move out. Keep it tight. Liberate that section. Like we got the flag. Get on it then.
Come, Jared. Back us up. Earn your living, soldiers. Point out. Move into secure position. Locked and loaded. Capture and secure that.
Artillery cooldown complete.
On our way, sir.
Let's get moving. Stay low.
We're tracking them on 300 points. We have infantry standing by, Commander.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Well, aren't we a sight for sore eyes? We need a cache on this resource point. Get it done. We need a cache on this resource point.
It was getting a bit too quiet.
Infantry assault underway. The men will retake the field. Enemy activity. Your ammunition point.
Bye, dude. Bye, dude. I lost to a fucking monkey.
Up to it, ladies!
Great video game, really? Great video game! Woohoo!
Enemy at 250 points.
Get ready. Let's go then. Focus up. 1 foot in front of the other, fellas. Orders complete. Uncle Sam needs volunteers. Come on. Down there and move forward. Eyes on that point. Orders complete. It's getting a bit too quiet.
Ready for deployment. Switch with the bar. Rest of you, watch for one.
Engineers here. We need a cache on this resource point. Get it done. Just a scratch.
I have the superior Asian.
Artillery cooldown complete.
Uh-oh. Here they come, boys.
Spread out for combat patrol.
This one comes from the top. Where to? Looks like we got a mission.
Let's go hunt.
Mass infantry assault initiated.
Come on, volunteers. Come on.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now. Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Taking rounds. Enemy CP in sight. Cover up on his position. Come on, take it.
Hail Mary, brother. Hail Mary. No, 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 no. No, not my Hellcat. What happened?
Artillery cooldown complete.
We can do it, Green.
Victory point is under enemy control now.
We can do it.
Greasers, stick. All right, come on. Package Smoke says these aren't for us.
Come here, big boy. I got some bar to jam up your ass.
Sector lost. No contact. The enemy is stealing our munition point. Another infantry assault is ready at the rear. Give the word.
Woo! Tragic.
Lost our Greyhound. Hellcat. Infantry assault underway. Men will retake the field.
You think you can beat me?
They want to keep it. They gotta
Give me that MG42.
Enemy will let up. We're down to 250 points.
Umbrella. Charge! Oh, no!
We gotta capture and hold that ground. Clearing a path. We'll find a way.
Our objective's clear.
Hallelujah.
That's our number, boys. Let's move out. Here we come, Jerry.
We have infantry standing by, Commander.
What's up, turd? Feel the wrath of America. Uncle Sam knows you've been naughty. And now he's here to collect.
Enemy is losing their grasp. They're down to 100 points.
Rain hell! Get him! Get him! We did it! Say what you want about the AI, but I'll tell you one thing. They never give up.
Big blob, big win.
That one's going on YouTube for sure. Bro, what? This guy has 10 elo? Surely he's playing with these two guys, right? Click the link. Hold up. Hold up. Dude, I feel like the music was really coming in that game too.
I have the superior Asian. I have the superior Asian.
Oh my god. I know the Ranger. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, Big Poker, you got it. Yeah, that's right. Do I only do replay coaching or live coaching as well? I do both, but a lot of people prefer replays because it allows us to pause and both focus on what's happening at the same time. I've done live coaching, but people have a hard time like playing and trying to follow direction at the same time because it requires both of those things require a lot of focus. So yeah. I like that soundbite, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble with it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it could get me in trouble. $100% gonna resell it. Set it to 100,000 points. Oh jeez. I stole 17 elo from him? Really? How does he lose 17 elo? I can't imagine our average was much better. That was okay. So out of the games that I played today, honestly, that was the most fun I've had. That's why I said, Ace, that I do both. Like, there are some people that still prefer the live coaching, but I do both. The thing about doing replays is it's easier to break down moments and find small things as opposed to the live coaching. It's kind of like I'm feeding people direction. That doesn't necessarily make them better, because when we do replays, it's like I'm trying to talk you through the reasoning process that you have to go through yourself. And it's like we don't have the time to do that a lot of the time in a live games. So that's why more people prefer the replays, but I do both. $500 gift bomb from A-Tank after fiance job. Rage.
Hoorah!
I gotta put that on YouTube, dude. That game was too good. What was the other guy on their team? He was like ranked 2000 or something? I know one of them was like rank 10,000, but what was the other dude? Oh, he was like 1100. But yeah, the dock player, dude. This guy is incredible. He has a 31% win rate. What weapon would complete that ranger? Nah, the Shrek would ruin the anti-infantry profile. If I could get one more weapon, it'd be like MG42 or another IR STG. That would be like, that would be a fucking, that would be a Terminator. Yeah, I know that. I know, Ace. That's why, like, it's easier to do that in a replay setting because sometimes it's harder. So I'll give you a good example of this. I can't really play very well and narrate what I'm doing at the same time. Steven is a good example of somebody that can do that, but I can't do it. And so I think most players are like me in that they have trouble concentrating and narrating at the same time. Yeah, me too. Me too. He's a teacher in real life, so it makes sense. He's also a musician, which requires a lot of like the ability to kind of like multitask / compartmentalize. I'm pretty sure I remember him saying that at some point. I know he's a teacher for sure, but I may have made the other part up. That's right. That's right. Because what do? We rage, we cope, and then we go, and then we do it again. You have to be able to do that in sales. Are they updated? A lot of them are actually still like relevant. They're not, I wouldn't say like they're perfectly updated, but most of the content in the guides is still relevant. Most of it. Yeah, the build orders you can still follow, generally speaking. I'm trying to think of like, let me go pick like a random one. Elephant. Creep up on the... Don't forget to spam this ability, guys. A lot of different circumstances, but... Yeah, like, the builds are still pretty relevant. When is this from? This is from 7 months ago. Need a guide on leadership? Or you mean like the captain ability leadership? Dingo 2 sappers? From what? Armored? What's up, nerds? It's Havoc, and so I spot out that. Nah, you can still do this. You can still do this. Although, yeah, I probably wouldn't go too I wouldn't go 2-sapper on Tunis, but in general, there's a lot of maps that I would go 2-sapper. I can get access to this position again, but he's got a Bersaglieri reinforcing his crouch distance, so I'm going to be forced to retreat. Meanwhile, just getting some quick repairs in on my Dingo on the sapper squad that was covering the, or that was capturing the +10 munitions. And this is where
big blood, big win.
Armored starts to come into play. So, typically, what you're going to see. Yeah, there's a lot of maps that 2-sapper's good on. Like, Pacino is a good example. What else? Pacino's a good one. Bologna is pretty good. It's actually quite open for an urban map. Be pretty dope to have guides per faction, per map, ranking what build orders and battle groups are best on. Per faction, per map. It's a lot of layers. Like ranking each map, basically ranking each faction and battle group by map. Is that what you're saying? When I slowed down the trailer so the announcer sounded drunk while glazing the Sturm Tiger, yeah, that's pretty funny, dude. Oh, gee. Can you join? Yeah, you can join. On X map, where best openings are Y and Z, best battle groups are such and such. Yeah, I could do that. I should probably play more 1v1 before I do that, because I haven't played a lot of 1v1 in some time. QB2's better view experience? Is it? You guys feel like that? So I've actually been wrestling with this a lot because I feel like people initially took interest in the battle group videos for 1v1, and then I started getting a lot of requests for team games, and I was doing like 2v2s, and now I'm like, I don't know, I feel weird because like I want to do more battle group videos, but they're gonna be different because they're formatted for team games more than 1v1s. And by team games I mostly mean 2v2s, but it could be other stuff as well. Often being played ones is very yeah, that's literally like half the reason I haven't made as many videos as I did before in the last 6 months. Yeah, me too, Prime. Like there's a disproportionate amount of my games in COH2 that are also 1v1. I feel like that too, Ace. That's why I've kind of been like hesitant to do more because I am not playing 1v1s. So it's like, how can I mean, it's not that I can't provide meaningful insight, but I will say it is hard for me to get games where I can showcase the builds and like the guides in an interesting way, because playing against my opponents is just like terrible. Watch Tyrope. Tyrope actually might be better to watch because he plays at a high level, but not like the highest, and so you don't get the worst of the game when you watch him a lot of the time. I'm not saying he doesn't, but you get less of the worst.
You need hotline territory captured, Commandant.
An MG-42 team is ready.
Ready to scout. Territory captured. Awaiting orders, Commander. They won't even know it's missing. Sure, we can capture that. What, Captain? Moving to capture territory.
Put us to work. Build this, capture that.
Ready to scout. Moving. Wait here, driver. What needs to be done? You have orders? Gunner, take the lead. Ready to scout. Location secure. Moving on. Initiate capture. No contact. Ready to scout. This thing is heavy, you know. Ready to scout. March. Weapon team capturing. Wait here. Infantry is firing on us. We have a target. Captain driver. Right. Get this MG firing. MG-40.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle.
Weapon team removed. Move. Reload.
Invert. Look at that shit.
Agent, nobody move. Eyes front. Fire the flag.
A capture point is being lost.
MG-42. Enemy infantry. In combat. HMG team is here. MG-42. We have a target.
Get to it.
Are we fucking jumped? MG-42. Contact with
Commandant, territory sector lost.
Red Raven, back up. Those troopers are firing at us. HMG team is here. Off your asses. We're going on patrol. Enemy infantry. 42 remains. Get us moving. Suppress the target.
Getting there fast as we can.
Understood. Don't.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Take and hold. Right there. Standing by. Show them fury.
Orders, Grenadiers. We Grenadiers capturing. MG-42 moving in the fire.
Out incoming.
Through. Standing by. Fighting patrol.
Against the pound underway. Keep us covered.
Building sandbags now. Do you want us to look like fucking targets? Captain Kraft has comms cables.
This should hold you for now.
We
Resources
go anywhere.
captured.
We are vehicle
Pick up supply.
advancing. Let's show the infantry how it's done. Now we've got cover.
Territory sector lost.
Grenadiers, prepare to
Laying
advance.
barbed wire. Keep clear.
Commander, understood. Don't let them get close. Weapon team at the ready.
Barely purchasing.
Why can't we have
Fleet.
We played the wire. We're wiring up this area.
Pioneers ready. I've seen worse. Seen better too.
Weapon crew, come on, man. Silence. Formation. Grenadiers ready. Barbed wire in place, Commandant. MG-42, understood. Marching orders.
Upgrade. Receive.
You need us? Why can't we have an engines warmed up?
251 half-track is deployed.
Orders? The men are ready.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
Ready to scout. Proceeding to new coordinates. They won't even know it's missing.
Nobody is
Red.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
Slowing to hold. Orders. Jawohl. Grenadiers on it.
Get healed up while we can.
Ready to scout. Territory captured. Silence! Grenadiers! Grab your gear. Them on the move.
Follow me.
Take care of the wounded.
Let's go, Kinder. We're moving.
Awaiting Ultra. We can capture that.
You need medical supplies?
We'll get there. Defensive position.
On your feet, soldier.
Reloading! The mortar! Advance! Fucking move!
Grenade inside, Kinder. Follow me.
Panzer Grenadier Squad standing by.
Found the fucking enemy.
Eager to get moving. Driver! MG-42 and crew ready.
Sector lost.
Get the blood flow. Mortar rounds. Spread out, Kinder.
Are your orders? We are losing control of a sector.
He's dead. Leave him.
We are moving!
Sector now under enemy control.
Fire incoming! Don't forget to rifle! Don't stop until I say so!
We are losing control of a sector.
Standing by, Commandant! Quick march! Never move fast! Get closer!
Grenadiers, back to full strength.
Get infantry taking shots at us! Shoot back!
Get yourselves patched up.
On your feet, pioneers!
You need us?
Enemy infantry want us dead! Hudson, move! Jawohl!
Grenadiers.
Where the hell did they come from?
We have lost the sector. Victory point lost.
Plant that flag. We'll cover you.
Take the lead!
You heading to your coordinates. An officer is being installed for our Panzer Grenadier Company.
Ready to scout. They won't even know it's missing. Let's show the infantry how it's done.
Waiting orders.
Anti-tank gun and crew are ready for orders.
Give us our orders.
You need medical supplies?
Territory captured.
You do know how to drive, right?
Let's Captain. Moving to capture territory.
Well, let's get rolling. The enemy has claimed our sector.
With our front! Camouflage! Pioneers ready. In due course. MG-42 and crew ready. Covering the... Release before us. Hoorah!
Was that you, Dramatic Pony? Sorry, dude. Is by the time, if you've done a good job of protecting your 2+10 fuels and you're averaging your +23 per minute fuel, by the time you get out your second section, you should have the resources to build your platoon command post. I've talked about this before in my Canadian video especially. The tempo of the Humber is unmatched and really important to creating space and applying pressure to your opponent in the early game before the Panzerjäger starts to come out. Normally, with the composition that I currently have, so pretend we're not building this section right now, I would actually have to wait to build a Humber armored car. Okay?
No. Heading to new coordinates.
Oh my god, this map, dude. Can you build a manpower cache and still win on the front? Well, I mean, honestly, I just like played, just like every engagement was more favorable because I had a teammate that was helping me, so we were able to snowball that into a big lead. Where even though I planted a manpower cache, I lost almost no guys from my squads, so I saved a whole bunch of manpower.
Riflemen are ready.
Rifleman reporting, Commander.
Let's move out.
We're all ears, sir. We're gonna drive into the line and secure that ground.
Hey, get it done, Howard. You,
We're locked and
cover the
loaded.
rear.
Come on.
Let's get this show on the road. Engineers hit. Man up, boys. Ready for deployment,
Sir.
Let's get to it, fellas. That's us, boys. We gotta capture and hold that ground. Hold for orders.
Boys, let's advance.
Look sharp, fellas. We're up.
What in it? Hold it up, men. Point out. We're moving to secure a position.
Well, aren't we a sight to see?
We're up, boys. All right, boys. Target secure.
Engineers standing by. Engineers securing the location. We got the tools.
Arms!
Say the words, sir. Double time, soldiers.
Mortar crew is 2, standing by.
Boys, all right. Let's move like we got a purpose.
Evacuated the building. Go, go, go! Engineers hit flamethrower on the way.
God damn it, rifles! Shift those asses!
Hey, tiptoes!
Move your ass! Go!
Ow!
Get on with it! All right, in you go!
Move it! Now!
Reese's, stand to.
Scouts here!
Engineer, all right, come on.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
You're going down, Jerry! What? Get outside, keep blasting!
Man, you need a fucking invitation. Push in.
Let's go, boys!
What? Oh, finally.
Relate! Grenade!
They're moving.
All in! Contact! Heavy MG!
Don't stop for anything.
Riflemen ready.
All right, man. Stand by!
Orders coming down the pipe. Capture and hold
What?
that area.
Rifles losing integrity!
Bring that target down. Take a move. Engine combat patrol. Just push in.
Riflemen are being upgraded with grenade packages.
Go.
Come to it! Move it out! That's it! Get it going! Move!
Engaging frontline elements.
Given, men! Say the words, sir.
Requisitioning grenades for the front line.
Drop the fucker. Get off Howard.
Right, man. Stand by!
Fire.
Relieve! Oh, goddammit!
You don't got any rifles for this? Why,
Watch your flanks! With it. Enemy point
God
needs
damn
to be
it, no
neutralized!
charge.
Move your asses!
Target! Come on.
Shoot outside! Move when you can!
Rangers are available to take to the field.
Capture and secure that
Engineers
area.
here. Quit lagging behind.
Ready for deployment, sir.
Engineers looking for trouble. We got the tools. We need a cache on this resource point. Get
You
it
men,
done.
get ready. Inside. Hurry. Locked and loaded.
Weapons? We got short straw, fella.
Scouts! Low crowds are holding ground we need. We're gonna take it from them.
Ground's ours. Come on. We ain't got all day. Ready for yeah, this'll do just fine.
Yeah, this does feel like a League of Legends map. Oh, hello.
Get it going! Get inside and undercover!
Oh, he retreated the squads. Oh no! Disaster. Oh my gosh.
Being picked apart!
The fucking surrender, dude. Oh, that's too funny.
Hoorah!
Oh.
What do you grab your gear? We're heading out. Let's go. Pioneers
We'll secure the location.
orders. You can rely upon us.
Panzer Grenadiers have been mustered.
Ready on your word. You have problems. We have securing resources. Captain, shall we fortify?
Panzer Grenadiers have assembled.
Orders. Lower your weight, men. You have problems. We have. It's as good as ours.
Ready. Willing and everything in order. Forward set. The Fox's finest here. Ever heading. Men, with me. Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Ready. Willing and able. Get inside.
Ready
for
for
orders.
windows.
You have something for us? Panzer Pioneers standing by. Boys,
We have movement orders. Territory secured. All quiet.
the Fox's finest here. Panzer Grenadiers standing by. Loud and clear, Commandant! Outside! Unload! Oxygen Molar, fire! Be cover! First finished! Ready for more! Let your front cover! The Kriegsmarine is looking like a smooth deal now. Panzer Grenadiers standing by. I want eyes.
250 half-deck has arrived.
Light support car. Major, Panzer Grenadiers, await orders. Say the word. Contact! What do you need? Hold up and moving. What do you need? Ultimate. Grenade! Move! Outside! Unload! Number 9! Go, go, go! Unload! Moving into combat! It's shot! Moving out of combat! Hold the high ground! Okay, Grenadiers, ready! You need a longer! Come on! Outside! Unload! Back out! He's dead! Control it, full band! Engaging! Protecting our assets. Jawohl!
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
That's not a good start.
Make it quick! Combat patrol with all our gear. Can't win this war on our asses.
Armory upgrade underway.
Passing up our wounded. Pull over! Repair what you can. We need to get beginning rudimentary repairs. Orders? Get moving. Quick march. Panzer Pioneers entering enemy territory. Enemy infantry! Open fire! Hunt waiting!
Vehicle advancing on your coordinates. Come on!
Pulled up and moving. Grab your gear. We're heading out. The Kriegsmarine is looking like a...
They're nice fortifications.
Taking enemy territory. Engage targets and hold for support. Hit that MG! Infantry! Right there!
Territory overrun.
Driver, back in your seat. Goodbye, driver. On the double, eh? I'm vehicle ready. Go! Get us there!
Armory upgrade complete, Commandant.
Incoming.
We have coordinates. Get us moving. Territory lost.
Commandant, we hear you. Moving with haste. Hold tight. Goodbye, Mo. Driver, put off the gas! Get us the fuck out of here!
We are losing grasp of a fuel point.
You need a half-knock! Get through it, man! We're holding up there!
We'll get there, Commandant.
Go! Now!
Taking enemy territory.
Move!
But holding it for speed.
Under fire! Fucking infantry!
Something clear between the Amazon.
Our capture point is being neutralized by the enemy. Starting requisition of light support elements. Italian gustatori are available to deploy. Territory lost.
Oh my god.
We have new units available from our light support.
He's been busy.
Dirty work!
We have half-break support fueled and ready for deployment.
Quiet down! Let me get...
Ready for order. MG-34, SC on the way. Ready.
Gustatori awaits assignment.
Just like the new boxing, eh?
Get going!
Territory sector lost.
Get those things going!
Forward, then. On me.
We will take it from them! get started. Pissed off? Grab the spares. Orders incoming. Come on, men. Let's get to it. You have orders. Drop everything and engage if we come under fire. Forward, locked and loaded. Let's move. Everything in order? Moving is established formation.
Establishing a forward mustering point.
Once we have a head.
Territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
relocating.
We should put an end to this fight. Tiger heavy tanks will be made available.
Replacements! You will be now! Fully...
Grenadiers standing by. Watch for my signal. Expect an ambush. Heads up. Grab the stairs. We're controlling.
I'll take the lead.
Fox and patrolman! Watch for my signal! Do it! Expect an ambush! Counterattack from the line!
Replacements!
You have something for us? Patrolman! Orders, let's get to it!
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Ready! Filling and able! Here!
You wait, Augustus! Loading!
Punch the grenadier! Right! To the left! Out there! All right! Punch the grenadier! Fox is fine. Here! Moving to a sword.
The enemy has lowered our victory point to 250.
What do you need? Hold it! Get down! Weapon team here!
Territory sector out of contact. Ammunition point is being neutralized by the enemy. Territory lost.
Rally of me! Everything in order! Orders incoming!
We hear you! Forward!
Lead us! Now get moving! Weapon team have finished.
Muovetevi! Get those bombs going! Empty! Wait for him to reload!
Consider it done!
Well, if that's the case, then you're just better than everyone.
Heavy orbit barrages are available to devastate the enemy.
Here! Say up and
Come on, speed up quickly! I swear
Grenadiers standing by. Stand on, hold up. We're moving into counterattacks on the line.
Bitch. Which one was that? Green? Yeah.
We have surplus munitions to support the war effort. Canada 105 and crew destroyed.
God, this Tiger can't hit shit. Well, the side hit do no damage. Dude, this Tiger has missed more shots than it's hit. Yeah, there it is. Jesus Christ, man. We can't shoot down these fucking planes. Dude, the Tiger is just so fucking papiche. Literally missed every shot that mattered. The only ones that I hit were 2 on the Matilda and 1 attack ground. Everything else missed. Papega. They do have superior the superior Asians. Alright, that's gonna do it for me. Gonna upload this, and I'll catch you nerds tomorrow for the patch. See you later.